they'll be out at 10 again. Some of them will be 48 hours. And some of them also from this batch will be out at 10, 24 hours after that. Yes. Take a sample for phosphatase to analyze phosphatase in milk. This sample is subject for microbial analysis to prove that the milk which has been heated is safe for use. It will be also subjected for phosphatase to prove that the milk has attained the right temperatures of 65, which is able to denature the phosphatase enzyme in milk, and that making it safe and within the requirement of Kenya laws. We are conducting a lot of activities. Among the main business for Analabs is analysis. But we also team up with our partners and our clients in cases they would like to undertake any research on various kinds. And on this occasion, we have an activity with EADD, whom we have been working together on milk sector. And the idea this time is to have the milk which had been heated on a different period of time, and the milk is thereafter subject to evaluation through tasting, where a test panel has been called. This is a repeat of the same exercise done some times back. The idea is to get the perception of the milk. The normal boiling milk is only used traditionally, and the boiling of the milk has got positives and negatives. One, you cannot keep repeating the milk. You have different taste of burnt taste. Unlike these conditions, which is not really boiling, is pasteurizing, that is indirect heating. You are heating the water to heat the milk. That one doesn't change too much of the milk chemical parameters. It doesn't change the flavors, it doesn't change the tastes, and if at all the changes there is not so much pronounced. And for today, we want to know whether the heating at 72 hours, the heating at 48 hours, the heating at 24 hours, and the heating at 2 hours, whether it has a very big significance, and whether the change is acceptable.
The technology needs to reach the rural farmer as well as farmers next to urban areas. Those who are next to urban areas, of course, can use electricity. Those that are a bit far off, some of them can use firewood. They can also use biogas, which is increasingly available, and they can either use batch pasteurizers in on firewood and using different fuel sources, energy sources. But they can also use regular water baths, with milk cans that to boil milk and then put into the gadgets that we're working with. The East Africa Dairy Development Project works with farmers throughout East Africa, works with dairy farmers to improve their livelihoods, and the vision is really to help increase income that reaches the farmer. And we do that through by working with farmers to increase their productivity, to improve access to markets, and of course get stable and better prices for their milk. And we also support them to get information and so that they can use to make decisions. So this project is really about improving markets for the farmer. If we look at the value chain at the moment, the farmer receives a very small amount, almost a quarter of total retail price of milk. Now we feel that if we get a technology that can improve that, so that farmers can reach consumers, in a much shorter time, perhaps with less costs, then probably that will translate into more income for the farmer, but also improve quality and price for the consumer. So this project is about achieving the two. really. And if we can do that, cut losses that are incurred within the value chain of milk, that will actually increase the value of milk to Kenya, the Kenyan economy in general.
We want to find out the challenges the farmers are getting due to the losses of the milk at the farm level. The hypothesis is that farmers are losing a lot of income that they would have used in their pocket to educate children, to feed children, and provide general basic needs due to the equipments they are using to handle milk, due to the hawkers, due to the traders, the amount they are robbed of at the farm. The price they get at the farm so that the same, the price the consumers get at the market level. So what we are doing is we are going to invent some equipments that can hold milk for more than 3 days at the same temperature so that they can reach the markets that we don't have enough milk. For example, EADD country office in Eldoret, we have the hubs that have plenty of milk, yet the market is scarce. Then the question is, how do we get equipment that can hold milk at the same temperature to reach the diverse other parts of the country so that we can get better price for the hubs and the farmers are paid better price? So through that, we want to find out from the Kenyan consumers, from the school-going children, the college-going students, and the general consumers, men and women of Kenya, do they love milk which is hot? Because the equipment would want to transport milk when it is hot. Number 2, do they love milk that had stayed for 72 hours?
Wakati unaimeza unatafsiri ile harufu ya maziwa na ile taste ya maziwa, ile sasa tunaita whether ni baya ni mzuri, unakitaka ukimeza kitu.
So we are just going today to do a sensory test, and in this sensory test we are doing to provide 4 samples to the consumers. At the sample size we have sorted out for the participants, we have children between the range of 7 to 15 years, we have youth 16 to 25 years, and we have even adult from 30 years and above. We are all here. On education levels, we have taken primary school, secondary school, college, university going, and even working professionals. They are all here. So we are going to give different samples to the consumer in a sorted way, in a random way. First sample, some is having 72 hours, it has stayed for 72 hours, another one 48 hours, another one 24 hours, and another one 2 hours has been heated today. So from the sample of the cups, the consumer will be able to test, rinse the mouth, test another one, rinse the mouth, test until the 4th samples, and then he will arrange in the way of the preferences. So from there, we want to find out the analysis. At what temperature do consumers love the milk? Do they love hot milk, or do Kenyans love cold milk? Number 2, we want to find out if milk has stayed for 3 days within that equipment, how will be the consumer preferences? So from the analysis, we want to prove our hypothesis that, sure, Kenyans love milk, but the problem is how to reach the consumer. Sure, the farmers would require this equipment that will hold milk for more days to reach the consumers, so that they can increase their income in their pocket, that will help them to educate children, feed the children, and provide the basic needs as a family. So I wish to welcome everybody and appreciate all the consumers around here for what they have done and their time they have gone. I'd appreciate all the companies that we have been involved with. I wish to appreciate also Analabs. They have been very good. They provided us with the laboratory and the equipment. They stopped most of the activity. I would appreciate also Food Safety International as a company for their professional in analysis of the milk, sampling of the milk, and everything they have done up to today. I would also to appreciate Cooper for having hired us the hall, and everything we have done today, I know it will be successful. I thank even the regional manager, the information officer of EADD, and everybody for the support they have given this project as we have reached today.